Welcome everyone to the Tower of Beauty, otherwise known as the complete opposite of myself. We are of course here for today's game against Nagoya Grampus in the J1 League. But before we get into today's action, we do have a couple of games to catch up on. So without further ado, let's hop into Football Manager 21 and crack on with today's episode. The first catch-up game was the final in a 4-game home spell as we welcome Tokushima Vortis to the Supporo Dome. We got off to a nice early start, getting 2 goals in the first 25 minutes, but we did leave it a little late in the first half to get that third and final goal. As you can see from the match statistics, very one-sided. We had 24 shots to absolutely 0, 10 on target to absolutely 0, a 3.27 xG to, well, you guessed it, absolutely 0, 12 corners to 1, 12 fouls to 20, 2 yellow cards to 6, 90% passing to 72, 67% possession to 33. As you can see, it was an all-round very good performance, but Miyazawa was the star performer in this one. But how did we get on as we headed away? Well, as we headed away to mid-table side Gamba Osaka, we continued our form. A lovely goal here on the 28th minute header, a drilled in header from Kawasaki into the bottom right hand side. Got us off to a nice start. Lovely ball. Bad back pass, admittedly by Sato, intercepted by Lucas and tapped in for our second, but they went and pulled one back. They wasn't giving up just yet. Sato whips one in and Patrick Star, I know it's not Patrick Star, but I like to call him Patrick Star, nods a goal in for them to make it 2-1. Then we got a third and final decisive goal, beautiful run, and an even better finish from our right back, Ko Mai. I believe that was his 10th goal of the season. So, nice, beautiful effort from him, and in fact, that made him our standout. No, it didn't. It almost made him our standout. He got 7.5 in a goal. Nakashima with a 7.7. In fact, managed to pip him to the post. In terms of the match statistics, well, yet again, it was a rather one-sided affair. 15 shots to their 8, 8 on target to their 3, a 1.81 xG to a 0.95, 4 corners to 8, 9 fouls to 18, 1 yellow card, 3 yellow cards, 83% passing, which is rather disappointing, especially considering they had 87 and 52% possession to their 48. But that is our roundup completed. It is time to hop into our action today as we take on Nagoya Grampus. So I will see you over at the dressing room in just a second. Okay everyone, before we hop into the dressing room, I thought we'd have a brief little pit stop here at the notification screen. Not been here in a little bit, but as you can see there is some news. First of all, May reaches 100 games in management. Specifically, I believe we're at 103. We'll jump into that in just a second, but Nakagawa has dedicated his Japanese N-League 1 monthly Most Valuable Player award to us, because we are such an amazing manager and inspiration to our wonderful striker. So if we pop into our manager screen, you'll see in the bottom right hand corner we played 103 games, 173, 14 draws, 16 losses, 202 goals for, 84 against, 136 goal difference with a 70% win rate. Yes, back when we had 99 games, that was at 69%. Just for everyone else who has that inner child within them who is like, when was it 69 though? We want that 69 stat. But we are now heading into the dressing room. We're going to apply the opposition instructions. I believe F. Marinos is playing a very similar side in terms of league position. I believe they're at home against Red Diamonds in their match. And, well, I think this is the team we are going for. I'm not going to tweak anything up. As you can see, quite a few unregistered. We've got the 2 injuries and the suspension to deal with. But our team for today's game is Obi in goal, a backline of Suga, Havania, Inukai and Ko Mai. On the left hand side is Lucas Nakagawa, on the right. Up front is Nakashima, behind him Miyazawa, and in central midfield is Arano and Fujita. A bench of Nakano, Hatsu, Fukumori, Takamin, Danzaki, Kawasaki and Kishimoto. Yes, I'm mixing things up. I thought I'd give Nakagawa another go on the right hand side, move Lucas over to the left, And we can always bring Kawasaki over here, move them around. All is good in the hood. But last time we saw Nakagawa and Nakashima joining up pretty darn nicely. So would be nice to keep them both in the starting line up together, and it gives us an excuse to go out and buy another expensive striker. In terms of the dressing room, well, we are going to tell them to carry on where they finished last match. That's only motivated Fujita and Inukai. Everyone else is just composed, relaxed, got their feet up, and yes, they are. They're playing Red Diamonds. Hiroshima is also versing Vortis, but Hiroshima Vortis, I don't really think matters. It's 12th versus 16th. Doesn't really affect us too much. And Yokohama has a penalty 9 minutes in. Okay, guess we are going to have to hurry up and get our lead in this one. Fujita, ball over the top. It's nodded away though. They are on the counter-attack unless he can get a tackle in. No, bad back pass instead. Nakashima intercepts. He's put the shot wide though. Nakashima, I expect better from you, my friend. That was a disappointing miss. But, oh, we had another opportunity. That would have been a wild one. That would have been a wild one indeed. Instead, their goalkeeper is going to hoof it up. And Maeda is coming down the right-hand side for them. Can Suga get back and get in a tackle? Oh, he's let it pass across. It's blocked though, first time. And then the follow-up shot is wide. Obi can breathe a sigh of relief. We can breathe a sigh of relief. And we are suggested to start working the ball into the box. Not a bad idea. We're going to do it, and we're also going to demand a little bit more of the lads, because we currently don't have a goal. We need a goal. So come on, lads. Look at that. The stats are far too even for a team of their caliber. So Suga will throw it in. Miyazawa collects it on this byline, coming down left-hand side. Will he whip it across, or even perhaps cut inside? He's cut inside, whips it back post. Ooh, Nakashima gets to it instead. Maybe it would have been better to let it float through to Nakagawa on the back post, but doesn't matter now. It is far too late. And it's been a rather disappointing half. Our finishing has been dismal. We've had 8 shots to their 4, 2 on target to their 1, a 0.66 to their 0.26, 2 corners to 4, 8 fouls to 6, 0 yellow cards, 86% passing to 79, 53% possession to 47. As you can see, Lucas is absolutely shattered. So you know what, Lucas, get off the pitch. I'm not happy with you, lads. Especially you, Lucas, who apparently is already tired at half-time. So, Lucas is going to go off for the Kawasaki. We'll bring the Kawasaki on. Looking at Arano to improve, and Fujita. Our central midfield is currently letting us down quite a bit. So, pick it up, lads. Pick it up. We want to see some goals in this second half. Currently, bit of a board roll. Don't like watching board rolls. Board rolls are not the most entertaining of concerts. No, they are not. But 60-second minutes, this is where we usually make our substitutes. And you know what? We are going attacking. Forget this being positive. We are going attacking. We've got a 6.3 out of Fujita. That we cannot be keeping on the pitch. So what we're going to do... actually, who can play in this attacking mid-roll? We have Komai. Komai, interesting. So... we're really going to switch things up now. Komai slides all the way up there. Miyazawa drops back to the playmaker role. Hatsus can come in for the struggling Fujita, who's got 6.3. I can't believe I'm saying that one. 6.6 for Arano and Nakagawa. Now, Nakagawa, I believe, can pick it up. I can believe he will. Arano, though, not so much. So, Takamin, you come on for Arano, who seems to have ceased to want to play. And we shall hope and pray we can get something from this. Matthias Santos throws it in. It's now back to Matthias. Plays it back to Maeda. And it's all the way back to Nakatani. It's with Maeda once more. Plays it up to Kim, who plays it over to Matthias. Matthias gives it away to Komai. Lovely inception. Can he do anything with the ball, though? He's cut through the defence. He goes, and he's got an awful shot. He just passed it into the waiting arms of their goalkeeper. It's okay, though. We have another highlight. Miyazawa plays it up to Komai. Lovely ball over to Hatsus over on this right-hand side. He's got far too much space, but can he make use of it? Holds it back for Miyazawa. Back to Hatsus. Miyazawa whips one in. Nodded. Oh, it's hit the post. Kawasaki nods it onto the post. And then we are offside on the follow-up. And thus, It remains goalless in today's game. We're going to demand a little bit more here on the 71st minute. Hopefully we can get a goal. This is rather dismal. 12 shots, 4 on target. Lads, we need some better finishing. Please. I guess we're going to have to settle for a 0-0 draw here at Nagoya Grampus, as we had 15 shots to their 4, but only 5 on target to their 1, a 1.31 xG to a 0.26, 7 corners to 6, 20 fouls to 13, 0 yellow cards to 1 yellow card, 85% passing to 80, 53% possession to 47. That was a disappointment. Fujita, Nakagawa, 2 players I would have expected not to let the side down, were 2 of the biggest disappointments of the day. That was not good enough, lads. Lucas, a 6.6 and being tired at halftime. Like, come on, we need more from you. And just to add insult to injury, Komai now has a bruised ankle for 1 to 3 days. Now, we do continue a 14-match unbeaten streak, but we've also slipped within 1 point of Marinos. That is not a good sign to see. Lucky for us, though, we do get a little bit of a break from the J1 League action as we verse to get Vajaro, I should say, in the next one for the Emperor's Cup 4th round. So I'm going to be playing that one, of course, between episodes. I'll also be playing Cerezo Osaka. Yes, they are third, but it's home game. We shall come back for Oitra Trinita, a game we should be able to see some goals in. So I thank you all for joining us. I hope you all have a lovely night, and goodbye.